Alright guys, so we're back with another episode of the landscape series, and I'm just on my way over to the job we did in the previous episode. So I finally got that one done. I'm going over now to collect my money, grab my equipment, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what we did. It wasn't the biggest project, but it will be paying pretty good. So let's try to get this trailer hooked up, put our skid steer on, go over, check everything out. Now, I do have to come back at a future date. We're going to have to seed the area, but we had rain yesterday, so the ground is super soupy over there. I don't think it would be the best idea to try to seed that right now. But anyways, guys, check this out. So we ended up putting a couple blocks here. They're not in the best. The customer was pretty happy with it, so let's jump in the skid steer, get that put on the trailer, go over, collect my money, which is $8,000, and that's really going to help me grow this business even more. Alright, so I get the skid steer put on the trailer. I got $8,000 in the bank account. So we do have another job to go to, and we're going to need this equipment we got right here. So let's get these ramps put up. It's not that far away from here. It's roughly a 10 to 15 minute drive, and the project we're going to be doing is not that big. They want us to put in a driveway. I got the call last night from this homeowner to go over, and I think it should only take me roughly 2 hours to do. I do have to take some dirt out with the skid steer, then get some gravel, and then I got to use a compactor to compact it in. We're going to have to rent the compactor again, or I might just buy one. But anyways, guys, I'm finally over here, and as you guys can see, it's this house up here on the left. They want the driveway put in right here by the fence. That way they still got access to their backyard. I think it's probably the best spot for it. We're gonna go roughly 20 feet wide by at least 40 feet. We gotta go straight to the road, so I gotta make sure not to beat up the sidewalk or the city's gonna be mad. So let's take our time, let's get this done. I'm just gonna get all the equipment brought over here for now, so let's get the skid steer over here. Then we're gonna run over to the dealership and see if they got a compactor that I can rent or buy. I tried calling over to the dealership to see if they got one in stock that I can rent or buy, but no one answered. The only thing I can really do at this point is to drive over there, hope for the best, and hopefully they got one there. I'm gonna get the ramps put up. It's not really that far away from this job, so I'll see you guys when I get over there. And just like that, I paid $5,000, but we are the proud new owner of this used tamper. It's a 1,000-pound one. We used it before. It worked pretty good. Now the only thing is, it's definitely seen better days. It's not in the best of shape. We did get it for a really good price. There shouldn't be anything major wrong with it. So I'm gonna head over to the job we were just at, get this dropped off, and then we're gonna head over to the quarry, get a load of gravel. I should only need probably a half load for this job. Then we're gonna come back, dump it off, put dirt in back of the dump truck, spread out the gravel, collect my money, and then we need to move on. I'm gonna try to get this done as soon as I can because I do have other things to do. I got roughly 2 properties that I know of as of right now that need to be mowed, and I'm thinking about buying a piece of equipment. I don't have enough money right yet, but after a few jobs, I think we should be able to get it. I'm gonna need this trailer in a little bit, so I think the best thing for me to do is to just park it over there by the bakery. The parking lot is pretty big. I don't think they're gonna mind if I park right here. Alright, so I got that parked. Let's get out, disconnect the trailer. I think that should be good. The only thing I'm worried about is the trailer rolling down. We did park on a hill. Anyways, let's go over to the quarry, get this rock. It's gonna take me roughly an hour, so I'll see you guys then. Well, that ended up taking a lot longer. It cost me $150. The usual quarry I go to was closed today. Apparently it's a holiday that I didn't know about. It ended up taking me an hour and a half to get to the other quarry, and it cost me more money. I need to put that in on the price when I get the money from the homeowner. I'm going to get this dumped off. I think the best place is in front of the steps, just because it won't be in my way when I jump in the skid steer, start tearing up the lawn to put the topsoil grass in the back of the dump truck. At least it's at the way. We get tons of room here. So now that I got the dump truck parked, I'm going to jump in the skid steer. We're going to start over here by the sidewalk. I'm going to take my time. The last thing I need to do is break the sidewalk, because if I do that, the city's going to be mad and I'm going to have to replace it. I would make no money out this job, so let's take our time to make sure that don't happen, because I'm not the best at doing concrete, and that means I would have to hire somebody else on. And right now I need all the money I can get, because like I said earlier, I went on Marketplace. I found a piece of equipment that I think is price pretty low for what it is. It's almost too good to be true. I need to really grind the next few hours, try to get close to $25,000. That way I can buy it. The way I'm looking at it right now, if I don't get that money today, it's gonna be sold. So the faster I can get this job done, move on to the other ones I gotta do today. I just hope I can make enough because I really want to buy this. This right here will help me grow my landscaping business in the right direction. It's a machine that we didn't have before. It's used for a lot of things and it could definitely help me out if I decide to snow clear in the winter. It's been a few hours. I'm just back dragging this, make sure everything is level. But we're gonna park over here, jump on the tamper, get everything packed down nice, and that way we can finally get this job done. You know what? I'm gonna park over here just to make everything easier to load up the trailer. Everything is working. It came with a full tank of diesel, which is good because I didn't check it. I don't have a can over here and that could have been bad. We're gonna go over this probably, I'm gonna say 3 times just to make sure everything is down. It's not gonna fall apart, especially after we get the first bit of rain. And I'm looking at the weather forecast right now. We're getting rain tonight. The last thing I need is this driveway to fail after I just did it and have to come back out and get it fixed. I will be losing money, so let's get this done right the first time and not have to come out again. Ah man, my hands are vibrating so bad. I finally got this done. It took me roughly an hour and a half to do. I'm definitely going to be shaking all day. Yeah, maybe that wasn't the smartest idea. I went across the road with the tamper. We kind of beat up the edge on the pavement. No one seen me do it. I'm not going to tell anyone, but let's go over, collect our money, and that way we can get everything put on the trailer. So did I just charge way too much for this driveway? Probably so. I made $22,000 doing this driveway. It's only gravel, it's not pavement. I definitely overcharged. I might have scammed them a little bit, but I needed the money. That way we can buy the equipment. And I mean, I did put a lot of work into it. It looks pretty good, but $22,000 is definitely way too much. Well, I will be coming back at a future date. We're going to extend the driveway a little bit more into the backyard because he's going to have a shed back there. So maybe I won't charge him for that work. I don't know yet. Maybe I will. I mean, he didn't seem like the price was that bad. He must have some money. So I'm not going to say anything unless he do, but he didn't so far. So maybe we're okay. But I'm going to get everything put on the trailer. We're gonna go back over to the shop, drop this trailer off, then we got to go over to grab the mowing setup and get those properties done. But the thing is, the mowing setup is at my house and I can't bring this over because we got the back full of dirt, we got the skid steer. It's just too much weight for my driveway. I don't want it to crack. We're gonna head over to the shop, drop this off, take the side by side back over to my house, grab my truck and mower, head over, get those properties done, and the dirt we got in back of the dump truck we're just gonna dump over at the shop. I'm thinking at a later date, if I can get a screener, probably rent one for a day or two, screen this material and reuse it on another job. That would probably be the best idea. Alright, I'm just gonna send out this last email and I replied to a bunch. I finally got all the office work done and yeah, it wasn't the best day for office work. There was a lot of bids I bid on that we got rejected. Not happy about that, but that's all I can do. So before we head out, I'm going to get the trailer disconnected, dump this dirt off just in case we do get all the rain that's forecasted. The last thing I need is a mud soup and back the dump truck. Now, where can I put it? I think the best spot would be back there. We're going to dump it kinda in the ditch. That way, if it do get wet, it's not going to go all over our shop and go inside the building. If you guys are enjoying the landscape series and would like to see more in the future, smash like button, subscribe, and consider turning on notifications. That way you're notified every time I post a video. Yeah, I think right here might be the best spot. It probably won't with all the rain we're getting, but I really don't have a lot of spots back here that I could put material. I gotta try to get the land built out and try to buy the property next door, that farmland, because I do like our shop, but the property's not big enough for how big I want this company. So now that we got that done, I'm gonna hop in the side by side, go over, grab my mower, and try to get some more work done. Well, I'm finally over at my house. I'm gonna go over, jump in my truck. I would have got here earlier, but I stopped at the gas station station, got a sub, got a drink, and we should be good until later on today. We're gonna head over to those properties we gotta mow, but before we do, I need to stop by the job we did last week and check on something. So this sign job we did, guys, it turned out amazing except for one part. As you guys can see, the seed we put down didn't take and the grass isn't growing. So the city contacted me. They want me to go out and redo it. I'm not gonna get any extra money for it, but I need to do it that way I don't ruin my relationship with them and I can get more jobs in the future. And I'm finally over here, so we need to mow this whole area. It's pretty big, but it's a good thing I got this mower right here. The one next door is a job we did, I'm gonna say probably 2 weeks ago. It's the one where we dug out for that pool. As I was driving by earlier, I noticed it don't seem like they actually got the pool done right away. I don't know if there was a problem with the builder, a money problem, but it looks like there's nothing done back there. The dirt is still piled up. There's no concrete. There's no material. That is one of the properties I gotta mow after this one. And before I actually start to mow that one, I'm going to talk to the homeowner and just find out about the pool, because it should have been done by now, but there hasn't been anything done since I've been here with my excavator. And I'm really curious to why it wasn't done, because they were pretty quick with it. They wanted it done right away, and the contractor was supposed to come in the next day. And like I said, that was 2 weeks ago. Nothing is done. There was no bad weather that they couldn't get it done in that time period. So yeah, I definitely got to find out why it wasn't done. I just wish I knew how to do that stuff, because that could be an easy $80,000 to $100,000 for me to do that project. But I wouldn't even try to do that, because if the pool leaks, they can sue me and pretty much get everything I got. I think the best thing for me to do is to stay at that industry, let the pros handle it, and I just stick to getting everything ready for them. I pretty much got this property done. We just got to do around the shed right here and a little bit on the other side. Well, that definitely took a lot longer than I thought, but we finally got it done. So I'm gonna park over here by the truck, get off, collect my money, go over, speak to the homeowner, get that lawn done. I just made $320 mowing this property. It took me roughly an hour and a half to do. Alright guys, so after speaking to the homeowner over here, I got the tea. So it turns out the pool contractors that he had hired on, well, they had a big scam on the go. They got arrested. They're in jail right now. It looks like he lost out on $5,000. They took a down payment and they're not able to do it now because, like I said, they're in jail for probably 5 years. So he's been looking for another contractor to get it done, and he's really running out of time because it's almost the middle of September. He don't have that much more time. I mean, he could get the project done. The only thing is he won't really be able to use it because it's going to be too cold. Alright, so I got this one over here done. I'm going to go over, put the mower on the trailer, go collect my money, which I'm starting to feel bad about taking his money, but I need the money. Yeah, I definitely don't feel that bad anymore because I just made $320 mowing this property. It took me an hour to do. I need to run back to the shop right now, drop off the trailer, and then we're going to head over to look at that piece of equipment I seen on Marketplace. It's at a property I was at before where I bought my fuel truck. I think it's going to be in good shape. He didn't really have that many pictures of it. There is a lot of hours. There is a few leaks, but for the price we're going to get it for, it's still going to be worth it. So I need to go over there. He said first come, first serve, and there was a couple people that wanted to look at it. Well, that's not good. I just disconnected the trailer and I forgot to chock the wheel. It ended up rolling a bit and almost going into the ditch. The only thing is I don't have time to mess with this right now. I gotta go over, buy this piece of equipment before it gets sold. So hopefully it don't roll anymore, and when I get back we'll use the skid steer and just try to haul it up. I am so tired, guys. I've been driving for roughly 2 hours now, but we're finally over here. We're gonna go over, look at this backhoe. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy it, but I need to get out, test it out, make sure everything is working enough to let me drive it back to my property. So let's get out. We get this Case 580 Super M. I mean, it don't look the best from the outside. The pins, the hydraulic lines, everything looks to be in good shape. I mean, we are going to be buying this for $20-something thousand. I'm going to hop in, test out the hydraulics, take it for a spin. I'm not going to go on the road until I buy this. So let's just do a lap around here, make sure it turns good. Nothing is bleeding off or falling to the ground like the support legs, the bucket, or anything like that. So to me, it seems like everything is working. Not the best, but good enough. So I'm gonna go over, speak to the owner, see if we can work out a deal, get it for a better price. Well, after going back and forth on the price, we settled at $25,000, and to me, that's still a really good deal. He wanted $28,000 for it, so $3,000 off is a really good deal. Even at $28,000, I would have paid for it. Well, I didn't really have the money, but I was always hoping he would drop it down, especially since I drove so far away to get here. But the good thing is, I do have a job to go to, and this is going to be the perfect machine for it. It's going to take me a lot longer to get there. So let's start going, and hopefully we get there before it gets too late and I can try to get this job done. Alright guys, so after driving for 3 long painful hours, I'm finally to the job. And it may look familiar because for the last couple of months I've been dumping dirt here, trying to level off the property. We ended up putting a nice bit onto it, extending the property out. There's just this one pile of dirt here I couldn't get pushed off because my dozer broke down over a month ago. I'm still waiting on parts, but I decided to sell it. So I'm just going to use this to push it off, and once we get that done, I need to go over, clear out the ditch over there because we're getting a lot of rain tonight and he's nervous it's going to flood his property. After we get this pushed off, we're going to go over there, get that dug out, cleaned up, and I think he should be pretty happy. But guys, this is going to be it for the landscaping video, and if you guys are enjoying the landscape series and would like to see more in the future, smash like button, subscribe, and consider turning on notifications. That way you're notified every time I post a video. But until the next one, I'll see you guys later.